standing up there with my acoustic guitar in front of the mic stand. And
Gwen Stefani's brother leaked the Blake split his deleted Instagram story, okay? Pull up a chair. Seriously, you're gonna want to sit down for this. It starts at exactly 3:42 a.m. on November 23rd. Most of us were asleep, but Blake Shelton, he was busy. He was caught on camera loading guns into a black duffel bag inside Gwen Stefani's garage. And right now, you are looking at the exact video his lawyer paid 50 grand to wipe off the face of the earth. I'm not talking about the blurry version you might see on Twitter, or the chopped-up news edit. I'm talking about the raw Instagram story. It was up for 4 minutes and 18 seconds before it just vanished, poof, gone from the servers like it never happened. But here is the part you missed. While everyone was focusing on the bag before Blake even touched those guns, Gwen's brother Todd had been watching him sleep for 3 weeks. I know, it sounds creepy, because it is. Todd didn't just have a hunch.
I wanna thank the storm that brought the snow.
He had actual spyware on Blake's phone. He installed it during a family dinner back in October. Just borrowed the phone for a second to check a score and installed a tracker. That is how Todd knew to check the security feed at 3:41 a.m. He got a buzz on his phone. The alert said, location hadn't moved for 12 minutes. Now, for a guy who paces around like a caged tiger when he can't sleep, that's weird. So Todd hacks the garage Camaria. He somehow had the password, don't ask me how, and boom, there it is. He sees Blake zipping up Gwen's gun bag. And you need to understand, every firearm in that house is Gwen's. The shotguns, the handguns, even that semi-automatic you see in the corner. They are all registered in her name. She got them after that.
It's going to be an incredible future for this guy.
That scary break-in last year. Blake wasn't supposed to be anywhere near them, especially not with a custody evaluation scheduled for December 2nd. Todd knew this. He'd been sitting in the legal meetings, nodding along. Playing the supportive brother role, he heard Gwen's lawyer say it plain as day. If Blake has access to guns, we argue he's volatile. So when Todd sees this going down on his screen, does he call Gwen? No. Does he call the cops? Nope. He hits record on his phone and posts it straight to Instagram.0 context. Just the video and a caption that read, "Good riddance, cowboy. My sister is free." Only about 14 followers saw it before it got NUKED.1 was a reporter from TMZ who just happened to be awake. One was a divorce attorney who had actually faced Blake's team in court before, and one was the person recording the screen you're looking at right now.
Right? Make me like you. Make me like you.
The video shows Blake zipping the bag. Sure, but look closer. Here is what you didn't catch the first time around. In the background, blurry but definitely there, is Gwen. She's standing in her pajamas, holding her 7-year-old son. She isn't screaming, she's just watching. Frozen, and honestly, that image changed everything for me. This isn't just moving guns, this is removing evidence while his kid watches. People keep asking me, why didn't she stop him? And the truth is, she tried the audio from Todd's recording. Yeah, the guy captured sound 2 picks up her whisper. You can barely hear it, but she says, "What are you doing?" Blake doesn't even look up. He just zips the bag and says, "Protecting my assets." Cold, ice cold, like he's ordering a black coffee at a drive dash through Dot. Then the garage door slams shut. Todd posts the clip at 3:46 a.m. By
And so I thought, how cool, Gwen's here. I had my band work up.
3:48 a.m., it is gone. And I don't mean deleted. I mean erased. The backup wiped Instagram's cache. Scrubbed, clean. They don't do that for a normal story removal. That kind of speed requires a special phone call. It takes a lawyer calling the emergency terrorist content hotline, the one reserved for mass shootings. And that is exactly what happened here. Blake's lawyer didn't call regular customer support. He called the line meant for child exploitation and bomb threats. He went nuclear at 3:47 a.m. Instagram's internal team remotely wiped the story from Todd's actual phone. Bottomed. Here is where your jaw is gonna hit the floor. They were too slow. Screen recording had already auto-uploaded to his iCloud. Set that up 2 weeks ago after Blake threatened to sue him over some nasty text messages. Paranoid, maybe a little smart. Absolutely. Because now Todd has the only copy. Well, Todd and me,
Feels like
You married us.
I married you at the ranch. Look at that.
but I'm getting ahead of myself. The real question is how Blake's lawyer knew so fast. 14 people saw it. Only 3 people mattered: the reporter, the lawyer, and the Instagram employee who flagged it. That employee, let's just call her a 4, now slid into Todd's DMS at 3:52 a.m. Her message was weirdly formal. It said, "Your story was reported as terrorist content. It's being reviewed." But Todd had already deleted it himself by then. So why send the message? That is the loop you need to hold on to. Because A wasn't warning Todd, she was confirming the price. $50,000. That is what Blake's lawyer's assistant Venmo'd to her personal account at 3:54 a.m. Consulting fee. Give me a break. Consulting for what? Deleting a domestic spat? No, for deleting evidence of a felony. And that, my friend, is where you come in. You
Gonna be a classic for all time.
aren't just watching a celebrity breakup. You are witnessing a federal crime. Being covered up in real time? But wait, don't go thinking Todd is the hero here. He set this whole thing up. 3 weeks ago, he texted Blake's lawyer. I have the screenshot right here. It says, "If you ever need something deleted fast, I know a guy at Meta. 50K cash." He planted the seed. He knew Blake would panic eventually. He knew the lawyer would pay up to protect the brand. And he knew Gwen would kick Blake out, which she finally did at 4:15 a.m. She changed the locks, called her attorney, the whole 9 yards. Todd manipulated everyone. You're probably thinking, okay, but how do you know all this? Because Todd recorded the call. The 36-minute conversation where the lawyer agrees to pay. But here's what Todd didn't. No, Blake recorded him too. When Gwen synced her phone to Blake's truck last month, it didn't disconnect. He heard everything.
Yes.
You're just happy as
I'm
can be,
so
aren't you?
happy right now.
Yeah.
How can you tell?
Her therapy sessions, her lawyer calls. And he heard Todd's entire extortion scheme. That is why Blake was stealing the guns. He heard Gwen's lawyer say, if he has access to firearms, we'll argue he's unstable. So Blake acted first. It was dumb, massively dumb, but he was panicked. This is a 3-way recording war. Todd spied on Blake. Blake overheard Todd, and Gwen screen recorded both of their phones when she found out. I have all 3 recordings. I promise. But I promised you the Venmo receipt first. The one from @BlakeSheltonLaw to @MetaEmployee_A, 50,000 big ones. Timestamped. I sent it to the FBI this morning. Case number 224-CR-11847. So now what happens? Now we wait for the handcuffs. Todd at LAX.
Scope tonight. You must be thrilled.
I am so proud of him. He has been writing.
Lawyer at his fancy office. But here's where it gets properly crazy. The FBI didn't get the receipt from me. They got it from Miranda Lambert. That's right, Miranda. She was the reporter who saw Todd's story. She screenshotted everything. The video, the comments, the Venmo transaction. She sent it to the feds because Blake's ed did the exact same thing to her back in 2015. Stole her guns, hid them at his ranch, used them in their custody battle. She recognized the playbook immediately, and she commented 3 heart emojis on Todd's story before it. Deleted. Miranda Lambert commented, "That is how you know this is real." She never comments on drama. She never gets involved. But she did this time because Karma is a country song, and she is writing the bridge. So who is the villain here? Blake, for stealing. Todd,
And I wanna thank you, baby.
for extorting. Miranda, for orchestrating the takedown. Or Gwen, for letting her brother spy. Drop your vote in the comments. I'm serious. I want to know what you think. Top comment gets the unblurred audio file sent to their inbox, but I am warning you once you hear it. You can't unhear it. The truth is uglier than you think. And it's about to get worse, because Blake's lawyer just offered me $500,000 to delete this video. He texted me while I was editing this. Said, "We need to talk. $500,000. Now, I threw my phone across the room. This isn't about money anymore. This is about the fact that you are watching a federal case unfold, and you are the only jury that matters right now. The arrests happen next week. Todd is facing 20 years. Blake is looking at felony weapons theft and privacy violations. And Gwen, she is still defending her brother, even after I showed her the extortion texts. Denial is a powerful drug,
It's like she's so good because you just think.
folks. But you know what's more powerful? 1 million people watching this before it gets taken down. So do me a solid, share this 2-3 places. Save it to your camera roll immediately. Turn on notifications for this channel, because Sunday night at 8 p.m. it goes down. Gwen Stefani is sitting down with me live. No filters, no lawyers, just her, the spyware logs, and the question everyone is afraid to ask. Did she know Todd was extorting Blake? The answer might end her career. And if you are still watching this far, you are part of the story now. You aren't a viewer anymore. You're a witness. The courts might suppress this evidence, but they can't suppress 1 million screenshots. So screenshot the Venmo receipt on screen right now. Screenshot the FBI case number. Screenshot Miranda's comment. Build a paper trail they can't erase, because the house of cards is falling and you are holding the camera. The truth doesn't need a lawyer. It needs an audience, and you just became it. Look at the screen. The receipt is still up. Meta employee A is still employed. Todd is still free for now. But the moment you hit share, that changes. Make it viral. Make it undashkillable. Make it history. I know what you're thinking. This sounds insane. Like a movie. That is exactly what the comment sections said when I leaked the first 30 seconds on Twitter. One user wrote, "This is fake. No way Miranda Lambert involves herself." Then Miranda liked the comment. She didn't reply. She just liked it. That is her move. Silent confirmation. Another user asked, why would Todd risk everything for 50K? Simple answer, he's broke. Like, deeply broke. Failed musician. 300,000 in debt. Living in a London flat his sister pays for. That 50,000 was his screw you money to finally move out. Except now it is evidence in a federal investigation. But here is the part that keeps me up at night. Gwen knew. Not about the extortion, but she knew about the spyware. She actually asked Todd to install it. Not to catch Blake cheating, she wanted to catch him talking to Miranda. She'd been paranoid since September, when Blake accidentally liked Miranda's Instagram post from 2019. That is deep stalking. That is a red flag. So she told Todd, monitor his phone. I need to know, Todd said. I'll monitor yours instead. If he's talking to Miranda, he'll text you about it. Brilliant. Illegal as hell, but brilliant. So Todd had admin access to Gwen's iCloud, saw every text, every location, ping, every late-night Google search. That is how he knew to check the garage camera at 3:41 a.m. Blake's GPS hadn't moved. For a man who can't sit still, that is suspicious. But here is the pattern interrupt you didn't expect.
All it did was make me look
Worse.
terrible. I know.
Blake wasn't stealing the guns to hide them from the custody evaluator. He was stealing them because Todd told him to. There is a fourth recording, a voicemail. Blake's phone got a message at 2:58 a.m. that night. The voice was disguised, but analysts say it is Todd using a modulator. It says, the guns are a liability, Blake. Move them before Monday's evaluation. Gwen will thank you. Blake, being Blake, didn't question it. He acted and walked straight into the trap. Todd wanted him caught on camera. He wanted the payoff because 50,000 from the lawyer was just the beginning. He was going to leak the extortion. Audio to the press, he planned to pose as the whistleblower and sell the exclusive for $500,000. Triple dip, but Blake recorded the voicemail. It auto-saved to his cloud, and Gwen found it yesterday morning while looking for old photos of the kids. She called me crying. She said, my brother set up the father of my children. She is testifying against him Sunday. Live. That is why the interview is happening. Not for publicity, for immunity. She trades Todd's entire scheme for full custody. She gives up the voicemail, the spyware, the fake extortion. The FBI agreed to it. Case closed. But wait, there is one more recording. Miranda's end. She didn't just screenshot the story, she screen recorded her entire conversation with Todd from 3 weeks ago. The one where he pitched her the plan. Where he asked her to comment those 3 heart emojis. He told her it would make it look authentic. He promised her revenge on Blake. She said yes, because she's Miranda Lambert, and she never forgave him. But she also wore a wire. Because the FBI approached her in October about a separate case. Some fake charity fraud thing. And she traded Todd's scheme for her own freedom. So really, the biggest villain is the one who played every side and walks away clean. Miranda, and she'll be in the live chat Sunday, dropping evidence in real time. You wanted searchable? Type Miranda Lambert Wire 2024 into Google tomorrow. See what pops up. You wanted shareable. Clip the moment I show Todd's voicemail audio. Timestamp 11:47. In this video, you wanted a reason to comment. Here is the question: if you were Gwen, would you send your brother to prison to protect your kids? Answer below. The top comment gets added to the live stream Sunday night. Your username, your words, on screen while Gwen answers. This is your story now too. Make it count. The receipt is still on screen. The case number is real. The arrests are scheduled for Tuesday at LAX baggage claim, Terminal 4 to be exact. Todd is flying American Airlines Flight 182 from London. The FBI will be at the baggage carousel, pretending to be limo drivers. He'll think he's getting picked up for a vacation. He'll get a pair of handcuffs instead. Blake's lawyer, surrendering at 9 a.m. Monday.
Oh, you? What are you talking about? That's humiliating.
Can you
Nobody
imagine
wants to
what
do
I
that.
could have put on
You've
those
never
cards?
had
At the downtown field office, Miranda. Already in witness protection, believe it or not, she checked in last night. Gwen and the kids moved to a secure location in San Diego, and Blake. He's at his Oklahoma ranch. Unaware, the voicemail clears him of intent. He thinks he's going down. He doesn't know he's the victim of a setup. Sunday, he finds out live. And you are watching the prequel. So hit that notification bell, not just subscribe, the bell dot. Because the moment this video hits 1 million views, I'm dropping part 2. Part 2 has Miranda's wire audio. You want to hear that? We hit 1 million, you get the voicemail. We hit 2 million. I leak Todd's flight details. We hit 3 million. The live stream becomes a pay-per-view charity event. All proceeds go to domestic violence victims, all for Gwen's new foundation. She doesn't know that part yet. Surprise. The truth is a weapon. Use it. Share this. Tag someone who still believes in country music fairy tales. Blake Shelton isn't a good guy. Todd isn't a hero. Gwen isn't innocent. Miranda isn't just a bystander. And you aren't innocent anymore either. You know too much? Act on it. The comment section is your courtroom. The share button is your gavel. The subscribe button is your oath. Take it now. Hold on. Don't scroll away yet. Seriously, put the phone down for a second and listen. Because my own screen just lit up like a Christmas tree while I was recording that last part. You are not going to believe this. A new notification just hit the server. The one monitoring Gwen's iCloud. Remember how I said Blake was at the ranch totally in the dark? Remember how I said he thought he was the villain in this story? I was wrong. At 10:14 a.m. literally 2 minutes ago, Blake sent a text to Gwen. It wasn't through his lawyer. It wasn't a formal email. It was a direct iMessage. And it's only 4 words long. I found the bug. He didn't mean a literal bug. He found the tracker Todd put in his truck. The one linked to the CarPlay recording system. Blake isn't stupid. He's been stripping that truck apart since dawn looking for answers. And now look at the GPS data. I'm looking at it live. His truck isn't parked at the ranch anymore. It's moving. Fast, he's doing 90 down a rural road in Oklahoma. Heading straight for the private airstrip outside Tishomingo. He isn't waiting for the FBI on Monday. He isn't waiting for the live stream on Sunday. He is coming to Los Angeles right now. If his plane creates a flight plan in the next 10 minutes, the feds are going to have a massive problem. They wanted a quiet arrest at baggage claim for Todd. They wanted a controlled surrender for the lawyer. Instead, they are about to get it. Furious Blake Shelton landing at Van Nuys Airport tonight, looking for the brother-in-law who framed him. This just went from a legal drama to a physical confrontation. I have to go. I need to get a camera crew to the tarmac. If Blake lands, I'm going to be the first face he sees. Keep your notifications on. Loud. This timeline just collapsed. Sunday is too far away. It's all happening tonight. Stay close. I'm out.